There was once a man to whom God had promised great wealth, yet his wealth never seemed to come. This man was a gold miner, and he spent every day of his life digging in the ground covered in dirt and sweat. When he prayed, God assured him that his wealth was already his, yet his shovel never uncovered the gold that he intended to find. Every day he just dug up and cast aside more dull rocks that looked like broken glass. Sometimes we pass over uncut diamonds when we're looking for gold. Our search for leadership in the church can be the same way. Not only can we pass up those that have the potential inside of them, but we can fail to see the potential inside of ourselves. Two things that are true about the church: it needs leadership, and God provides for the church's needs. So where are they then? The people that have the potential to lead. They are all around us on any given Sunday, sitting in the chairs beside us. The trouble is that many, or even most of them, are unrecognizable as leaders, as they would need so much work to bring out their potential. Shy, unorganized, irresponsible, young, uncharismatic, awkward, quiet, or needing to grow spiritually. The thing to realize is that most of our great leaders were one or more of these things at one time. They just didn't stay that way. Imagine for a moment that there was a fire inside of the building that you were in. You happen to be the most responsible person there, and you can see that everyone around you is scared and on the verge of panic. This is not the time to start developing your leadership skills. The skills should already be there because we all know that there are times when we may be called upon to lead, and it is best to be ready when those times come. The same is true when following God. You may be called upon by Him at any time, and it's best to be ready for when this happens. We know this, so why don't we act like we know this? Many times, it's because we believe it will happen in a certain way, and often it doesn't. There was once a young woman that seemed to be terrible at everything that she tried, from sports to academics, social skills, in a word, hopeless. Then one day, a wise teacher saw some potential in her that no one else had ever noticed. Despite her flaws and disbelief in the teacher's intuition, the teacher worked with her every day until she eventually became a wonderful speaker, known the world over. In this story, the teacher finds a student, and the teacher sees potential in her that even she doesn't recognize. Stories like this do happen, but it's likely that you will need to pray and seek out the teacher yourself, and you may need to show some potential before they will accept you as a student. So where does this leave you if you're not ready for a teacher yet? Always seeking the more fundamental thing, the opportunity to grow. The opportunity to grow can take many forms, and by God's grace is always available in some way, through reading His Word, practicing His will, and taking good opportunities when they're presented to us. In fact, to work with a teacher is just one type of opportunity to grow. With enough growth, your potential will start to show. Imagine being part of a church full of potential leaders, all making themselves ready for God's calling.